Why don't we get some chairs because this is a 1 hour long. So no chairs available over there in the meeting rooms or something.
We have one here. Which one is it?
Oh, Guys, first of all, I think this is a kick-off meeting, I assume, right? The having session. So, first of all, congrats to have your say meeting and all the best to you guys. This is a great opportunity. Wow, it's also being recorded, I guess. So, many points that, see, I was asked to give some thought on the importance of communication skills in your career. So I'll just focus on that and I'll let the team decide, Bhavani and others decide what they have plans for. We have this on. Can we talk? Because it's kind of coming up. How many of you here have participated, have given, come here and given a talk on any topic? Okay, so there are a good number of people. How many have given twice, 2 times or 3 times? Okay, small number. So there are a lot of people here who have not given, who have not faced an audience and on any topic and have not presented for more than twice, 2 times. Most of the people, right? So this is I think you guys will have a lot to benefit from participating in the Happy sessions, because I think in these sessions you will have chance to stand up here and be able to talk to people with experience or people who are your seniors who can give the feedback after the sessions, and all that feedback will be greatly helpful. I don't know how many of you know about something called Toastmasters. So there is an organization called Toastmasters. The whole purpose of Toastmasters is to simply improve its communication skills. When you become a member of that, what you do is when you go there, now I remember I was in the US when I was attending this in a place called Round Table Pizza. And there is a room in that, like Pizza Hut, there is a room that they have devoted for people who want to have meetings while having pizza. So we used to go there, and the people who I have seen, they're not my office people. They are all coming from different walks of life. There is one lawyer there, there is just one parent there, and there is somebody who's a grocery shop owner. So all kinds of people were there. And it was very interesting to me because these are all people who have started speaking English as their first words, and so that's the only language that they know. So I didn't know English for a long time before I went there. So it was interesting for me to participate and be able to impress them that I could speak very well. I have learned many things by being there, and I'm trying to recount this because I wanted to first of all let you know that the relevance of Have Your Say here. It is similar to Toastmasters there. And Have Your Say was started by Rakesh, and Balaji and his team has taken to some level, and Bhavani now has taken over with her team. And my goal is to now, from this point onwards, to talk about what is the value of communication skills in your career. My experience, I'll tell you, is, see, to be a leader, every one of you with more and more experience in your career will become a leader at some time. Now, the leader will have to have few skills. What are those skills? Can somebody tell? What are the skills important for you to be able to lead a team? Which are the skills do you need?
Leadership skills.
Leadership skills.
Initiation.
Decision making.
Taking responsibility.
Taking responsibility.
Spontaneous decisions.
That is decision making. Communication skills. Guys, you have covered the whole world before you get to communication skills. Okay, so I'll simply list few skills that are very important. Communication skills is one, decision skills, organizing skills, interpersonal skills, right? These are, and of course, ability to plan and execution, So among all these skills, communication skills is one of the key skill that you need to have, because ultimately, as you grow in your career, in fact, you are not going to be recruited because of your technical skills, because technology keeps changing. And so you will develop something called intuition. The intuition is going to be sharper compared to less experienced people, because you have seen this all. You have seen it several times, things failing and how to correct them, or what things have worked in the project. So ultimately you'll be taken, you'll be recruited, you'll be paid more and more for that intuition. Okay, you have better intuition. That intuition can be useless if you are unable to articulate. You cannot explain. Right? Who do you need to explain? Who do you need to communicate with when you are a leader?
Team.
Your team. Client. Management, your superiors, your
Peers.
supervisors. And
Peer group.
peer group.
So,
So
your organizations as well, right?
your organization as well. So here you will be in the center of your position. You will have to be talking to your team, your up, to the client, and your peers. So everyone you need to be able to communicate. And I'll tell you, you will be judged. You will be judged based on how you communicate. An email that you send, an email could be of different kinds. And the kind of email that can bring in the serious tone and professionalism, the fonts and the words that you use, the vocabulary, all of that is actually an art. It is not just a piece of work. It's a beautiful art. And it can never be perfect. Obama is a great speaker. He is still learning. And there are great speakers. Jayaprakash Narayan, he speaks very well. But everybody, there is no limit to this, improving your skills in this area. But the good thing is that wherever that you are, to go from here to the point of, to the place where if you take the best communication, people, if you take the role models in this company, people who communicate very well, if you take some of those, I'm sure they have not gone there just because they're born with it. It is something that you will have to practice, and you will have to get rid of some of the mental blocks. And by you being here itself, it is an indication that you are willing to break that mental block. It is one of those things. One of the problems that you would find is when you come here, what kind of problems would happen first time you come here? Stage fear, which means what? Which means what? What is stage fear? Stage fear. If you have stage fear, you will do these things.
Afraid of talking in front of others.
Convey, okay, unable to speak, and you will be really nervous. And you will be, why would you be doing that? Because you will be thinking what other people would think of me, right? So one of the things that you will do once you come here and keep speaking, the most important thing that I'll tell you, that I always have, every time that I have spoken in front of an audience, first of all I see talking to so many minds at once is a huge opportunity. You are able to convince and make an impression about yourself at one go, either a bad impression or a good impression, but it's an opportunity to make a good impression. Second most important thing, first of all you understand the opportunity. You see, I'm dithering again because there are different topics I wanted to cover here. The second most important thing is the planning. If you plan the points, just the simple points if you plan, and if you come here, it's a different matter. If you have nothing here, it is not going to come out of you because it's not there here. So plan it, and you keep practicing, get the stage fear will go away. Now, coming back to those people who I said there are role models, some of the people that you think communicate very well, they have gotten the skill because of their practicing it. And once you keep practicing, what happens? First time, what I would do when I come here, I would count how many people are there. Maybe 20 people, 25 people. Well, I have spoken in front of 50 or 75 people, big deal. This is what happens. But whereas if you never do that, when you are faced with suddenly 20 people here, not only me, anybody would have stage fright, because they would be thinking how many people are there, right? What they would be thinking of. Second thing is, there is another point I want to say is that forget about yourself. You don't matter. Your image don't matter. Don't be conscious about looking like in a mirror. Let the people think about you. If you really don't have it, it's okay, let them think bad about you. I don't care. If you think you are good, let them think that. But most important, not even that angle, I would say, what is the topic that you are trying to cover? And that topic, say, let us say Windows 8. If I need to explain about Windows 8, think about it, there are only one best way that you can do. There are not 10 different ways or 20 different ways. You will have to cover certain things, and those things you need to present, and you need to cover those major topics. Whoever does here the best, the God comes here and presents it, you cannot do better than that. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that if you give 4 or 5 best teams, they will all present more or less the same way. What I'm trying to say is any topic you choose, and you come here and speak, plan it such a way that nobody can do better than that. And you come here, simply forget about yourself and start covering those topics with passion. The passion, I'll tell you why you need to have passion. That is one thing. You just don't do this as a work. When you come here, choose the topics that you're passionate about. I'll tell you that you would not be afraid when you are in a bus and if your wallet or purse is stolen. You say, mine is gone, hey, I kept here. You will communicate. I stepped here and there was this person. You will explain. Why? Can anybody tell what's the reason? What? No.
The situation.
You are passionate about it. You will have just lost a lot of money. You are passionate about it. You will come forcefully. If you believe in a topic, right? If you believe in dowry, or if you believe in some genocide, whatever the topic that if you strongly believe in, you come here, you don't speak, the topic speaks. So once you practice this, then what happens is sending an email to one person or to 4 team members becomes cakewalk. So coming back to the main point again, why this is important, I tell you from my experience, not only in this organization, in the organizations that I have worked in Wells Fargo Bank, Kaiser Permanente, Bank of America. These places have a large number of people, and I have observed how they conduct the meetings. Who gets the respect? Who gets a promotion? Consistently across, people who have good communication skills are the ones who are chosen for the next promotion in the next level of their career among the available people. This is one thing that creates such an image that nothing else. Somebody could be a great decision maker, but it could go under the radar. I mean, unless somebody is clear. But if you speak to some superior, like +1 or +2 level, the only thing they will judge you from your body language and your speaking. Okay, so that is the single reason I can tell you. Your career is, your communication skills will take you at a higher levels in your career. Without that, no matter how hard working person you are, it is very difficult for you to go up. Did I get the message across? This I have learned. And I was one of those people who probably in my intermediate or even degree could not speak, forget about a proper sentence completely. Right? I have studied in Telugu medium. I didn't know much of English. It's always, I used to dream, in my dream I used to speak fluent English. But when I wake up, there was nothing out there. I mean, that's the same way I have driven the cars also. In the dream I was driving fast cars, and we wake up and there is no car. But in any case, I'm saying that if you really are passionate, interested, it is no big deal. Right? Like I said, if you start with 5 people, 10 people, 70, 100 people, then you start realizing that this is an opportunity. Whenever you did not fare well, you are losing an opportunity. I walked in when I saw the people, and I said, this is a great opportunity for me to be able to, first of all, drive home the point of importance of communication skill, what I have learned. Right? And whenever anybody speaks, there is a last thing that I want to leave you with is, whenever anybody comes and speaks on any topic, it ranges from on one side, a story is one side. Either they can explain this as a nice story, just like your grandma, grandfather, or anybody who have explained to you, is a story. The other side is all statistics, where the whole presentation slides are filled with text and the numbers and the graphs and everything. And which one is going to be more interesting to you?
Story.
Story. This is going to put you to sleep. No matter what, how good the colors are, how good the numbers are. But sometimes you cannot avoid this. You have to present some numbers. But make sure the entire thing is woven around a story. Why? Because if somebody comes here, take your first topic as some of your own experience in life. And I'm telling you, you cannot say that I don't know about this topic. Because it's your own life story. And you just see the people, how rapt attention they pay to you. Everybody wants to know. Everybody is interested to listen to your story. We're all children.